Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 in the new Man the Guns expansion as the Empire of Japan. And just last time we were able to successfully land on one of the Hawaiian Islands and successfully repel the American counterattack from Honolulu. We are sending in reinforcements in the form of more Marines. You can see we've mined the area pretty heftily, but we cannot quite make it into this region due to enemy air superiority. So we are pushing in here on the air channel, but you can see they also have 600 fighters and 150 support planes. Actually, their fighters are a little bit of a mix and match of older things, where we do have more modern things. But you can also see over the last, well, months even, we've lost 6 fighters, they have lost about 50 or 60 planes. But probably most of them even to anti-air, yeah, you can see most of them were lost to anti-air defenses, so that is an issue. Nevertheless, we are hopeful that these with 6 divisions we might be able to break the enemy defenses at Honolulu and get more reinforcements there. I've also told some of our Marines down here to prepare an attack on the Big Island, I want to say? I don't know the Hawaiian territory that much. On this most southern island over here, which does include the airfield. And that would make our life so much easier. We've also told some of our guys to prepare a long-term attack on San Jose de David, which is the only Pacific port of the entire Panama region over here. I would like to strike at Colon, deny the Panama Channel to the Americans, because our long-term goal must be the United States. So Germany has won their war against the Soviet Union, and that does mean we have a new and extremely powerful neighbor with about 1,000 divisions, maybe more than 1,000 production lines, whereas we have a merely 300. So yeah, we really need to take care of our ground forces, and to do that I think we must strike at the United States, and that should give us a nice boost in our production of factories and so on and so forth. The issue is, of course, they do have an enormous amount of enemy infantry or any army units, so we will need to rebalance our army. I've done the first steps of that. You can see the missing equipment production that we have over here, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's get started over here and let's actually restart the game and see whether there'll be any further attacks from the enemy in the Honolulu region. We can see that they are actually attacking our convoys, but that doesn't seem to be too much. We've also asked for military access from Vichy France, since we do actually have quite a number of divisions over here from the Marines who are for now idle, and we can't really use them in the territory up there anymore. So what I would really like to do is actually prepare an attack on South Africa. And I think, well, actually Port Elizabeth would be extremely nice, but on the other hand Durban might be the best attack plan, so let's go ahead and formulate an attack plan like that. That should keep these guys busy, and that's fine. Good. We should also just have a brief look on our fleets over here. So we have one group pretty much supporting this entire area. Could you likewise add the Southeast Indian Ocean on your target list, and I think that would be great. Then we can also ask these submarines to potentially add this region as well, and then that does mean that the naval forces or marine forces can get going on this attack plan. Sooner or later we are going to get the go-ahead for that, so that's lovely. Good. Let's zoom back on Hawaii, because that is the most important mission that we do have for now. Enemy bombing our convoys, but losing some aircraft, so that's nice to see. Yeah, we do have low manpower, we know about that. They are losing more aircraft, that's nice, but I'm mostly worried about our divisions, really. So yeah. More guys coming in, so that's good to see. No convoys being shot down, so I think we have not technically lost any of our fighting strength. Yeah, that's very good. Good. I can go a little bit fast over here. But I do want to pause just to see whether they are actually sinking any convoys. They are not. And we now have 4 divisions already here, so that's pretty good. You're also replenishing pretty quickly. And very soon we will have 6 aircraft here, so that's good. Oh, we are being attacked, counterattacked, which is a little bit discerning because disconcerting because they have our guys have very low organization, and if they lose, they'd be annihilated. So yeah. There we go though. So we now have 6 guys ready here. Shaanxi acted, that's very nice. So Hirohito has announced that the cowardly Shaanxi nation could no longer withstand, so that's one of the Chinese warlords. It's not an extremely big deal. They were over here, so that's nice. That does leave one of our armies, which one is it? The 6th army, ready over here. That's good. Let's actually edit this line briefly so that we have more rallied against Mongolia, because that might be a very good next target, I believe. Although we can sort of pick you guys and ask you to be on this front over here with Xinjiang and prepare an offensive line somewhere towards their capital. All of you, you're part of this now. Good. And you really shouldn't walk. You should railroad. Come on. Last one. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there are some enemy pockets left over here. I didn't even realize. Okay, that's fine. You'll be done there quickly. Oh, we have spotted an enemy navy. And just a British group over here in the South Indian Ocean. That should not be a big deal. Okay, let's try over here. So our guys mostly have decent organization, except for you. And for you. So let's do a probing attack. 32%. That doesn't look too good, does it? Well, we are dealing much more damage than they are, but we really don't have the organization to pull this one through, I think. Also not with their level of reserve, so let's actually wait a second over here and prepare a little bit better. We might just also be able to guard them, or to land in their rear and do a little bit more over there, so that would be nice. Attack over here seems to be proceeding nice. Unread naval battle results. Whoa! I didn't even see that battle occurring, but it's extremely good to see. So let's see. Our early cruisers, that's potentially the heavy cruisers, pretty much did most of the damage, it appears. Very little damage coming from anyone else. So yeah, and you sunk the HMS Eagle, Her Majesty's ship, and 2 destroyers. Very lovely result. Good. So let's go ahead over here. Let's briefly check on this fleet. I think there was some damage. 96, you're fine. How about the coastal support group? You're fine. You actually aren't. Where are you? Oh, you are over here in the Micronesian gap. Okay, that's fine. We definitely should be repairing the ships that we can repair, because ultimately we will be needing to look what we can do. We are right now importing a lot of steel, so you should be able to see that we are importing a whooping 200 steel from Germany, and that's mostly because of our naval construction program. Our production of light cruisers is really draining our steel supplies, and that's not an ideal set of circumstances. So I would rather like if we could maybe reconstruct a couple of our ships so that we save a little bit on steel. I don't think it's necessarily the best in terms of what you can do. So the Kawakaze class would be too expensive. 4,600, that's nearly a new ship, so it doesn't really make sense to me to upgrade that. But on the other hand, the Hakazi class, I think if we were to refit you, that's a lot cheaper, and it still does give us a bit better torpedo attack. So you know what? Let's actually upgrade you. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I was slightly irritated there for a second. So that should bring them in to port. We still should have enough ships over here. We are training up our new class of of torpedo cruisers, which do have an impressive 360 torpedo damage. So they should really be able to damage or kill ship in one go. Some bases are on low supply down here. Ah, you'll be fine. And in the Micronesian gap? Well, we have a lot of ships stationed there, but as long as this one over here is fine, I think we'll be good. So how well are your plans proceeding? It's a little bit annoying that we can't see all of the plans at the same time. Command power cost, that would be extremely much. Okay, there we go. Okay, you know what? Since we have now the ability to attack Panama, and that's going to be good for, well, 2 months or so, let's try this attack over here and see how far we can get. We do have some reserves. I do fully expect this to be a drawn-out long battle, but we will have to see. I don't think there will be too many Americans jumping in on us here. Down here in the South Indian Ocean, we are doing fine, so that's good to see. And I think we have just landed on a post, so that is very nice indeed. And I'm actually going to ask you to right away prepare the next invasion from here towards Port Elizabeth. You'll be part of this. Thank you. Do we have anyone over here? Yes, you'll also be part of that. Thank you. Just delete this. Okay, arch cleaner. Good. That does leave our guys over here, these patrols, to... Actually, I think I'd want you to be in the Persian Gulf for now. That's fine. And you don't really need to be here. You don't need to be here either. I guess you can try to cover that area up here a little bit more strongly. Good. And that should, on the other hand, allow our Marines to strike on Kuwait. It's a small step, but you know what? Baby steps are what we are doing over here. So, attack on Pearl Harbor not going well at all. Although we have now 6 divisions in, so the total 120 combat with. And we are dealing a lot more damage than they are. Combat with has gone back to the standard 80. But that's not necessarily good for us that it was so high for an intermediate period. Yeah. Some decisions are available. Interesting. So what decisions are those? Develop some iron ore deposits. Well, yes, please. By all means, I do need the iron. Speaking of iron, we should be able to see that, yeah, these guys... Let's prioritize these guys a little bit. I think 20 should be fine. And then these guys still have a high priority. That's fine, so that's 12. Okay, it's fine. But that doesn't mean we don't need 70, so that's what, you know what, let's just reset this. Good. Okay, fine. Still a lot more for our construction lines to be dealing with, so our civilian factories have now increased by a lot. We also are building, constructing a little bit of infrastructure. And speaking of infrastructure, I think in between episodes I did see, yeah, so Monchikar, we should be able to prioritize their infrastructure build-up, simply because that will net us a lot more steel. We will have to pay for that steel, but it's fine if it goes to our puppet. I would rather like to strengthen them rather than the German potential enemy in the future. You're really not doing great, are you? Okay. Yeah, so our attack over here failed horribly. Some unread naval results. Okay, so down here. That's nice to see. Yeah, fine. Happy with that, of course. These are just our submarines. Landing over here. Are you starting that sometime soon? You're not for now. Well, so I do think what we need is to land in their backs and establish ourselves a little bit more strongly. There's no one patrolling over here. Okay, because we simply have way too much to patrol. It's just a strike force. These are just the guys doing naval exercises. You are allowed to split off, so why aren't you? Do that. Well, in principle, we need to sally into here and support this landing. You know what? We might just as well try it. So let's go ahead. You strike. Yeah, you're doing now. And I think you'll be suffering some casualties. But all in all, you should be fine. We do have an army exercising over here. You don't actually need to do that anymore. Let's just briefly check on whether any of you guys need to exercise. Yes, a little bit. You are fine. You're fine. You're fine. You should exercise a little bit. The reason why some of these guys have dropped to green is because they got new equipment in the form of anti-tank guns. Remember, we haven't actually researched anti-tank guns, so one thing I'm actually curious about is to see whether these guys actually have a better heart attack than the other ones. Yeah, so yeah, they do have a little bit better heart attack, and the piercing should hopefully be a little bit better too, yes. And that is due to the reason that we have captured some anti-tank guns from the Philippines, from India, and Australia. So that is very nice to see. Although I don't think we have too much left, yeah. So we are losing some of that, but we do have a lot in the bank. We don't have enough motorized equipment. In terms of artillery, we do seem to have enough, especially of the more modern ones. And in terms of infantry equipment, we are producing some, but there needs to be a lot more done for upgrades. So let's briefly check on the production line and see whether we are producing enough motorized equipment. We are not. We are certainly not. We also need a lot more guns. So let's actually prioritize these things somewhat. And I do think that we don't need that many carrier fighters anymore. Nor do we need that many... Well, tactical bombers are an important thing. Naval bombers, maybe not so much. I think we can drop down drastically on our naval bombers. Just by 10 or so. And let's spend that on motorized equipment. You're fine producing that many. And we are not really producing that much else. I think carrier naval bombers we can reduce a little bit. And then produce some more artillery pieces. How long will you need? 50? So you're producing 50 per day, so in... well, I think that's fine. Should be okay. Good. Are you ready to attack? You're not. Not yet. You guys are coming from down here, so that's good to see. Let's also keep in mind that we want to strike very quickly up over there. You have finished that attack, so that's nice. Do prepare the next one. On towards Doha. There's actually an enemy here, so you will... Come on, why can I not add you to this one? Weird. Okay, fine. So we did manage to capture Kuwait. Ooh, quite a couple of naval dockyards over here. That's always a welcome addition. Even though we are now losing steel again. Yeah, we do need so much steel though. It's really not nice. Okay. More unread naval results. Yeah, just some convoys being sunk. That doesn't look good for our destroyers as our submarines. I think we'll be alright. And you know what? Use... could you please execute that attack plan whenever possible? I think you have finished training up, so that's okay. You don't need to continue to do that. Neither do you really. Well, we might want to get you to the next level anyway. I know it's a lot more complicated to train up to from trained towards regular. But the 25% modifier is pretty nice, so we might want to have to think about that. There's actually a capital battle over here. Did we lose the submarine? Weird. Alright. So... how are you guys doing up here? You're being bombed, as we expected them to. But you are now landing directly onto the airfield. which is nice. Let's keep an eye on our aircraft then. You're on strategic bombing. Can you actually go to close attack? Close air support. Okay, let's attack now. 44. Let's actually see our modifiers. Commanding, planning. So that's all good. Tactics. Yeah, it's looking okay for us now. I wouldn't say great, but okay. And we can't really produce that much more stuff over here. Our construction is going okay, so we should see a lot more steel coming in soon. You guys have actually landed here, so that's superb. I think we should actually start the construction of a harbour over here very, very quickly. Just so that we can make sure that you're receiving some supply, even if that attack falters over here. Good. And you know what? Actually, one of you I'll just want to keep here so that you can dig in. And we're not getting any problem there. Very low supplies? Yes, I know you are on very low supplies. Are you being helped by the bombers anyway? Damage 27. We are kicking them out of the battle, but we are being kicked out as well. So, or we are soon going to be, so I don't think it's quite going to be enough. But maybe soon. If we do win this battle, we do capture their only port. And that would be a very fantastic result. There are a little steel missing. We are suffering quite a bit of attrition, as is to be expected. We could actually place aircraft over here now. But of course, without supplies, I don't think that's a very good idea. Okay, so you are now being attacked. And you're simultaneously counter-attacking. Okay. The counter-attack, I would like you to stop. So you guys just defend for a second over here. And I think that's going to be alright. Shite. Okay, we are now being counter-attacked. That means I would like you to all be over here. You actually killed 2 of my marine divisions! Just by stupid game mechanics, just to the fact that they wouldn't recognize that as defenders. God damn it, I'm annoyed by that. I'm immensely annoyed by that. Okay, so what happened over there was I was attacking onto Honolulu with 6 Marines. They counterattacked, and due to some reason, not all of our 6 guys were recognized as being defenders in that battle, which is entirely bullshit. Anyway, enough ranting, so sorry about that. You guys are fine. Where do we have more Marines? Doesn't mean we need to train more Marines, and we don't have infinite manpower. We are playing Japan, after all. I think we have got a couple of Marines down here, but they should be doing good work otherwise. So, yeah. We have 2 Marines up here, but I would like them to attack this island. Sooner rather than later, actually. Yeah, but okay, we can't do that now. Actually, who are you? You seem to be good material. Okay. You guys do please join this attack. Where are you? Are you coming back now? Okay, so you're getting to the next port, but then you'll relieve from there, so that's alright. Okay, so we are seeing some damage to our convoys now. By chance, have you actually ever gained Seawolf? Really, you haven't. Split off is enabled, so that's alright. You will be able to do that pretty soon. You were apparently beaten back from that attack. That is unfortunate. Okay, we'll see about that. Right. Very low supplies. Yes, that's Hawaii. That's you guys. You should have no air support though now, so I think what we can do is actually get our naval capacity right back in here. So let's take these patrol craft. I think we want to remove you from this ridge or any of that areas and get over here. Likewise the strike force. Let's concentrate you on where it's important. Mine laying, you can do it over here. It's fine. How are you coming along? You're coming along nicely, so actually, you know what? Let's merge you guys up. Good. Okay, so having the naval superiority over here might be very good for us. Spotted enemy navies. See, so that does get interesting now. It's just a light cruiser fleet. Do we know where it is? It's actually probably in one of these, on one of these islands. Well, we don't know yet. Convoys. How is that seen as a capital engagement? I don't get it sometimes. Good. What I do get over, on the other hand, is that we need an army down there in South Africa, don't we? So why don't we grab the third army and transfer you to guard duty? Yes, thank you. I know. Guard duty over here in Madras. Okay, you'll be fine. By the way, you probably need to train up a little bit. There you go, that's enough. Train up a little. You're fine, you're not quite fine. Okay, anything else? Bases, spotted enemy navies. Yeah, that's still just the light cruiser. We really do need the harbor over here. We have seen that situation before, but we haven't really... I mean, we've dealt with it quite nicely. Naval combat. How many naval combats have we got? Just the Gulf of Guinea. It's really weird. How many insufficient resources have we got? Just 4 steel. That's fine. I think probably we're gonna see very soon that some of these... Yes, indeed, we do see that. Some of these, you know what, you can just get 1 each. And then what we're going to do is, of course, upgrade a couple more of the, I think, Harkazi class it was. There we go. You should be fine anyway with the existing Harkazi class, Asama class, yes. Good. Okay, come on, let's get the harbour. Which time? 19th of June. I think we should also be able to, well, we can wait for the construction of this 14th of June, yeah. Just 14th of June. Just slightly after that, we do need to take a look at the deals, trade deals that we can get from Monchikao, because they should have more steel then. Over here, you have landed, that's fantastic. Do grab all of that. Please and thank you. You still have that attack pattern. Ooh, there's a German navy over here. Interesting, some German troops. Okay, so let's get all of you guys. Let's detach from over here, and let's actually get for the Cape of Africa and for the Southwest Indian Ocean. And you seem to be not really anywhere where you can help. Why not? Okay, you are getting over here now. Well, that's something at least. Okay, good. We still haven't got the harbour, so let's speed things up a little bit. Nor do we really have all of you guys, so are some of you... You are coming back. It's just taking a long time. We're being attacked, and we are beating them back quite nicely, I have to say. Still. Okay, let's briefly check on the trade front. So, Monchikao. There we go. Sending us a lot more steel. That does mean the German Reich can send us probably less. Yeah, that's still gonna be fine. So yeah, 2 more factories that we are now using for construction of various things. Also repairing the infrastructure on Northern Island, or North Island, because there's some steel to be had over there, so I think that's going to be alright. We're looking in terms of research. Excavation is also around the corner, so that should help us out a little bit. And you know what? I am going to take our navy from over here. So, that's whom? You guys? You're there, you're there. Okay, don't patrol over here. Don't even convoy escort, do patrol. And do patrol in the Bering Sea, the Sea of Yakutsk, and the North Emperor Chain. And then let's ask you to execute this maneuver. And I think you're soon going to do that. By the way, I think we should be able to train up new Marines. There we go. Ooh, American carrier over here. And a destroyer. And I think we are moving in to engage them. So that should not be actually very interesting. Destroyer sunk immediately. Not even any damage on us. And there we go. Meeting the carrier? No, it's disengaging. Well, that's unfortunate. Come on, don't bother me with all of these convoy battles over here. I don't care about them. I do of course care about the battles over here. And we do have our first base on this island, so that's nice. Let's conduct a probing attack on these forces. And they are breaking somewhat quickly, so that's nice. Did we get the carrier? I don't think we did. Okay, yes, indeed, we can push out over here. That means you guys, I would like to also start an attack plan over there, so that you can start preparing for that. And now we are being attacked from both sides. But that is actually fine, because soon we will be able to counterattack them. Let's have them exhaust themselves on our front lines. Hopefully you guys will be reinforcing quickly. Yes, you will. That means we are damaging them by a ton. And we do see their carrier in port. And you know, with that, I think it's time to start a proper attack over here on these forces. So, they're now encircled. Do we get a bonus for that? No, we don't. But hopefully we will see them dropping out very quickly. You are very low in organization, so that's unfortunate. And we do get a new fighter and escort patrols at the same time, so that's lovely. In terms of fighters, I do think we will need more tactical bombers soon as well, so let's start the research on that. And we also definitely both need our industry to be a little bit more efficient and to think about our infantry equipment, because we are way behind on some of this stuff. In particular, if we ever go to war against the Americans, we do need better equipment all around. So I'm tempted to go for this, but on the other hand, support companies, there's a lot to be said to upgrade these guys. So I think we are actually going to go for engineering company. It's a little bit boring, but still a very crucial technology for us to have. That being said, I do look at the time and it's way over our time. So next time we will see whether we can break Honolulu, and that's going to be nice. And then we have to think about how exactly we land on the United States and whether we can conduct our attack plans down here. Ideally, I would like to get the Falklands to block off this area, and down here South Africa, so that we can block off the access to that, and that would confine the Allies basically towards the Atlantic region. All of the other ocean would be ours supreme, so I think that'd be actually very good for us. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.